How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today is a little bit of a different day. Have a few things going on, but before we get into that, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We're still doing the 1,000 subscriber merch giveaway. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, follow our socials, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Links in the description below. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away some free merch. So pretty much had a nice delivery over here come in. You can see in the corner there, see a lower box on what it is. I wanted to unbox that for you today and show you what I got in, and also do a little bit of work on a car, real quick work. And yeah, and kind of update you with what's going on and show you an interesting project in a little bit later on in this video. I also want to give a huge shout out to the customers for ordering some garage unique parts. I have them right here. Obviously I can't show you labels, that's a privacy issue, but thank you so much for ordering. If you already didn't know, M2 Motoring is Garage Unique USA. We are the exclusive US importer for garage unique parts, so hit us up. And yeah, so right here is some Sony products. Is this for the SEMA show? Kind of, sort of, not really. But let me unbox to see what we got in, and I'll go over some of the details. And here it is. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Richard and everybody at Sony for always supporting our projects. Definitely do appreciate it. So if you're wondering what these white boxes are, this is actually all Sony products. This is the, I guess you would say, not final packaging. Sent us some stuff for the new mobile ES line, and this packaging is just a temporary package, but this is how the packaging should look, I believe. So really nice, high-end car audio speaker. So I have 6.5s here, and I believe these are 5 1/4 and 6.5 coaxes for the rear. This is their new head unit, the XAV 9500 ES, really nice piece. And this is the 12-inch subwoofer. So one of the things is, with the world kind of being the state it's in and supply chain issues, as you can see here, I don't have an amp. That is coming in after SEMA. So this is for one of my personal projects, and that's for my XB. So letting the cat out of the bag, this is the audio upgrade I was looking to do in the XB, which I'll cover in a future video. But for today, just wanted to show you and unbox with you some of the cool stuff that I got. Now, what am I doing with this today? It's part of the supply chain issues and just being short on some product. I am actually going to be taking the head unit out of the XB, and that'll be going to my buddy Brian's Subaru project for SEMA. And this will be going to XB right now because we're kind of short on products. So to make things work for SEMA and to make sure everybody's good and happy, we're going to be putting the stereo that I just put in a week and a half ago into Brian's Subaru. So he'll get that, and then the system for him will be following after also, because I don't even know what size speakers it's going to use. You'll see Brian's Subaru in just a bit. That car is a super last minute project. If you've been following our social media, you'll see that I put some preview teasers. I went over there on Sunday to help out, but I didn't bring the GoPro. I didn't make it about me or any episode like that. I just went there to purely help out Brian. So we'll get to see how the car is progressing along and get you some footage of that. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and unbox the stereo and get that installed and swapped over to the XB, so I have that extra stereo for Brian. So just open up the stereo box. Pretty neat. This is a huge screen. There's the singled in, and here are all the accessories and wiring. So I'm going to go ahead and get the original factory sound stereo out and get this in.
2,000 years later.
So I took apart the original stereo. It is down here, and I have the new one and moved over the brackets and everything. I put it on the lower slot because where everything sits on the XB is pretty up high. If the screen sits too high, I can't see anything, and judging by the look on the screen, some of my view will probably be blocked, but it's okay. It's a pretty cool screen, can't wait to use it. The nice parts of what Richard told me and that I can see here is the microphone that I originally set up works, the harness works, so everything should plug right back in and should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. Can't wait to see this thing working. Correction, have to swap out a few things, but no actual wiring. Just gotta take the USB cable out. That's for the old stereo. Use the new one that's supplied. There are a couple other cables that I gotta hook up, but pretty straightforward and simple. Should be done in just a few minutes.
A few inches later.
All right, it's all installed and in. I'm gonna go and turn it on to make sure everything works. See there, everything's there. I'm not gonna put on any music because of copyright strikes and how crazy YouTube gets. So you can hear the static. But yeah, that is the stereo install on the XB. So next thing I gotta do is run over to FedEx, drop off some stuff, and head to Brian's shop so I can show you the Subaru.
One pathetic sob story later.
Got here to Brian's shop a few minutes ago, checked in with him, gave him the stereo. I'm just gonna give you a quick tour of what's going on at the shop. It's a customer's car. I believe that's all finished. Seen better days, but I think he uses it for its intended purpose, and that's a whole lot of fun. Some other customer cars have a Civic wagon that stands out right there. Bunch of Subarus, a Focus RS. All the cars on this side of the lot that face this way generally are long-term projects. They usually are doing full engine rebuilds and all that kind of stuff. And the car that I came here to check up on is this guy right here. This is Brian's SEMA project. It's coming along. If you follow our socials, it was pretty much a rolling chassis this past weekend, so they've got a lot done with it, which I'm really happy to see. The interior's back in. He got the headliner done in the Cusco kind of pattern, black suede with red stitching to match the front seats. The Sony stereo is right there. So the 4-inch lift on this setup, and the most awesome thing is how the engine bay is coming together. Because of the lift and everything, as you can see, the engine sits really low because it's sitting on the subframe. But it's coming along. Electrical is all wired up, everything's working. It just doesn't start yet. Obviously needs a little bit more to go. Here's a quick preview of the underside of the car. This is a feature vehicle for Kaiju Motorsports and Cusco. So pretty cool. It's coming along. If you want to see the kind of like quick build up, you go on Kaiju Motorsports' social media. You can see kind of like how it's been developing over the past month and a half. But yeah, this thing rolls in on Sunday, so if I have time, I'll come by and help Brian out some more. But it looks like he has everything handled. It's coming along real nice. But yeah, that is my day here in Las Vegas in preparation for the SEMA show. Thanks again so much for watching the video. Definitely hope you appreciate the content, and thank you again so much for watching, and see you in the next episode.